In this video today, I'm going to be talking about an advanced hypnosis technique. It's going to be more of an advanced mastery training that I'm going to be going through now of how to use your language. I'll be sharing a lot of language patterns as well as ways to use your vocal tonality and vocal mastery. I'll also share with you a simple technique that you can walk away and immediately know more than what you knew before, and you can begin to apply this information. Today I'm coming to you from a beautiful forest in South Africa. Just sitting out here, it's super overcast, looks like it might rain. It's absolutely beautiful weather here today. In this video, we're going to be going over advanced hypnosis training. And this is just going to be a summary, a quick summary of my course. And if you're interested in going deeper into it, if you like this information, consider looking at my course and just seeing if it's something that you could benefit from. In this training today, I'm going to be sharing with you how to use your language, forms of language patterns. The key to conversational hypnosis and hypnosis is how you captivate and lead another person's imagination. And we use our words to do this. It's a specific formulation of language, like a formula. Imagine it's a form of mathematics in a way. You're using this word with that word, you take a whole lot of different words, and the right combination of those words actually creates a certain state of mind. Because words act like guides that guide your imagination to a specific outcome. And what we do is, the key to all of this is using descriptive language. When we use this descriptive language, because it's specific language, it's directional based language, it describes something to the point where your imagination is fully engaged in this information, and you start to feel certain emotions. Wherever your imagination goes, that's where your emotions follow. So the key to hypnosis is captivating a person's imagination. And the human mind loves to play these imagination games. It actually thrives off of them. So when you engage a person with this level of communication, because we've got the conscious mind and the unconscious mind, or the two hemispheres of the brain, we have two hemispheres of the brain, and they have their own languaging system. So we have the conscious and we have the unconscious. We have the right side of the brain, which is the limbic brain, the left side, which is the neocortex, and both of them have specific functions. The one is logical, the other is non-logical. The non-logical side is the realm of the imagination. And this is the side that we want to talk to and communicate with. Our language to engage a person deeper into hypnosis. And by doing so, we use a formulation of language, a language pattern, as they say. And a language pattern is a specific wording that first of all creates confusion. I've spoken a lot about confusion being the gateway to trance, the gateway to hypnosis. And we use tricky language to trick the mind, to confuse the mind, to give it more work. Once you overload the mind with tasks and you start to speak in these hypnotic words like imagine and wonder and ponder and realize and relate, these are words that engage the imagination. When you tell a person to, I don't know if you can imagine all the beautiful things that have happened in your life. And as you start to connect with those memories now, maybe you can see what you saw, you can hear what you heard, and you can feel all these incredible feelings flowing through the body. We are directing consciousness with our language. We're using descriptive words we're speaking in a direct command language, and we're utilizing more of imagination. And how we do that, we speak in the 5 senses: what you see, what you hear, what you feel, what you taste, and what you smell. But we start describing the 5 senses in more detail. We go into each sense individually and start describing it in more detail. Because our imagination and our 5 senses are interlinked. And if you describe the 5 senses in enough detail, the imagination will imagine it so completely real, so completely clearly and specifically, that it will believe in it. It will buy into it. Our imaginations are more powerful than you have imagined. And this is how we can use our imagination to imagine these kinds of possibilities being possible. And the realm of hypnosis is a doorway that opens up, and you step through into this incredible new reality where more becomes possible, where you discover parts of yourself that you didn't realize, things you're capable of doing. So we speak in the language of the 5 senses: descriptive language, direct language. We have to be very direct with our communication. We have to direct a mind to a place. And in the example I use now, and I'll give you another example, I don't know if you can imagine a place within yourself, deep inside yourself, where you can connect to your daydreams, connect to your fantasies, connect to all the things that make you feel absolutely wonderful. If you could go anywhere and time and money were no object, and all the fun things you could explore and do would never get back to anyone who knew you, what kinds of things can you see yourself really having so much fun and enjoying? We can use magical questions. Questions are keys that open doors. They are like access codes that go deep into the vault of the person. It's almost like you're a lock picker and you're going to the deepest level of the vault. You're looking to the access codes. When we use intelligent questions, we become extremely curious to explore the person's processes. So hypnosis is not a content-based language. That's the logical mind. We go to the unconscious mind, which is the process level. We want to find that place within every person where whatever emotions they feel, whatever state of being they go into, we want to find out the process, because love, joy, happiness, pleasure, calmness, peace, these are not things. These are activities and processes that happen within a person that activate those emotional states. When we use specific questions, intelligent questions, with this direct language and descriptive language, describing in the 5 senses, we evoke the imagination. We knock on that doorway of fantasy and we open it up. And the people, they step into this fantasy. They step into this new incredible world, which is hypnosis. The world of hypnosis. So it's all about language, how we direct consciousness, how specific language is the key, becoming more specific in your language. And specific language is descriptive language. When you master descriptive language and you learn to describe the world instead of evaluating the world, you will find a deep sense of grounding in yourself. Your communications with others will rapidly increase. You'll develop stronger connections with people. but it's also all about asking the right questions and learning descriptive language as an art form. I go into extreme detail in my course. Have a look and see, maybe it's something that can really, you can find value in it. So that is it for our short, advanced hypnosis course. And as a bonus, I want to share with you a magical word that you can use to bypass the logical mind. And you can open the doorway to suggestibility in a person. And this magical word, you might know it, but you never seen it in this way. The magical word is, if you were to, and I'll use it with you now, if you were to imagine a time in your life when you were connected to this feeling of deep peace, calmness, and happiness. I don't know if you can go back to that memory now and begin to step into that memory and feel it just as if it was happening in this moment. You step in, you see what you saw, you hear what you heard, and you feel all the feelings come rushing like a wave of energy through the body, opening you up and connecting you. Okay, stop. So the magical word is, if you were to, and then we use a trance word, which is like imagine, wonder, ponder. If you were to imagine feeling an incredible connection to this deep sense of peace within yourself. So I use the magical word, if you were to. I use a trance word, which is imagine, wonder, ponder. And then I speak specifically with command language. If you were to imagine discovering this place inside where you can open to your fantasies. I use the word if you were to. We call that a Trojan phrase in my course. We go into a lot of detail about these magical words. We use a Trojan phrase, a trance word, which is imagine, and then a command, specific command language. And when we have this formulation of these three concepts, remember I told you it's all about how we formulate language. It creates a form of spell which directs the consciousness. First, it bypasses the logical mind, then it actually engages the unconscious mind, opens it up, and then we give a direct suggestion, which is accepted, and the person begins to think about all these thoughts. Stop. Okay, so that was my crash course, guys, in this advanced hypnosis training. It is super powerful, these concepts, and take them to heart. If you want to know more about what I'm doing, check out these other videos. They are super value-based content that will equip you to become a better communicator, to understand how to guide people into these wonderful states of mind, and to improve your communication on a whole. I don't know if you will consider liking, subscribing, and feeling good about it. Have a hypnotic day. Chat to you soon.